One of the products we utilize to enhance the action of microbiology in the soil, particularly to improve the action and quantity of soil fungi as it functions as nourishment for fungi, are humic acids. Let's see how to apply them. One of the most common ways to apply humic acids is through Leonardite. What is Leonardite? Leonardite, from the outset, owes its name to an American scientist who discovered it in a certain way a few decades ago, named G. Leonard. And here is the name of Leonardite. Leonardite is a natural material that has formed over hundreds of thousands of years, similar to oil, for example, which also comes from plant and animal remains that have decomposed. To put it simply, Leonardite lies between organic matter and coal in the middle of this process of formation. It is a transitional substance that undergoes a gradual transformation from organic matter to coal over an extended period of time. Therefore, Leonardite, a source of humic acids but also fulvic acids, is a product extracted from the soil through mining, surface mining in these cases, because it is not extracted from too much depth. Leonardite is extracted, and from here, different forms are processed for application in agriculture. As I have informed you, Leonardite comprises of humic and fulvic acids, and from this point, commercial products with different concentrations of humic or fulvic acids will be obtained. In this situation, if our intention is to enhance, nourish the fungi in the soils, we desire to provide them with additional humic acids. And indeed, Leonardite precisely contains humic acids. However, Leonardite is a product that not only enhances microbiology, and in this case fungi, but also improves the soil's ability to retain water, enhances the soil's ability to provide nourishment and promote life in the soil in general, improves soil structure, enhances the soil's cation exchange capacity, the availability of nutrients, and overall soil fertility to feed plants. That's why it's such an interesting product that we enjoy using so much. However, like all commercially purchased products, it comes with costs, and we need to be efficient in its application. The initial thing you need to know is that you can utilize it in solid, granulated, or powdered form, as we are currently doing, but also in the form of a liquid. It is possible to buy an ardite. This deposit, this is it. This is Leonardite. I don't know if you can see it well here. At 15%, that is unique acids from Leonardite at 15% in liquid form. How to use it in liquid form? Apply it through irrigation, e.g., ensure well filtered and maybe filtered too, as when introducing organic product into irrigation, we must be certain, but we have done it. You can apply it to the soil using a subsoiler with a tank burying it above ground, or use a herbicide machine for application purposes. These products are meant for soil application, to improve the soil, not for application on plants. Therefore, in liquid form it can be applied in these ways, and in solid form it can be applied in other ways. The solid format is comprised of these insects that are present in this vicinity, so let us take a closer and more detailed look at them. This is the solid format, in this instance granulated, because it is the most optimal and efficient way for us to apply it, as we are applying it in expansive fields, specifically in vineyards, olive groves, and almond trees. To apply it in a smaller format, in a garden, powder would work. But what we're doing, you'll see, is applying it in this way now. This is Leonardite. These are humic acids at 40% concentration, 40% unique acids. Imagine, it's a boost, a very good product, a very good boost for the soil, not only for fungi, but for soil fertility in general. And this format allows us to apply it well with the Vicon, load the Lavicon, it's the funnel. Now you will see it work. It allows us to handle it, load it. If you don't have a bull, in this case we have a bull, even a tractor with shovels. If you don't have these tools, loading this by hand, I don't recommend it. And it could be purchased in a smaller bag format. The larger format, the more expensive the product, obviously. If I had a very large fertilizer applicator machine, I might buy it in bulk and unload it here from a trailer, which would be more economical. For me, this is the correct format for loading the fertilizer spreader and applying this product that, I insist, consists of Leonardite, humic acids, some fulvic acids, all aimed at improving the soil. In this case, we are going to do the application with the beacon, with the funnel, with the machine. It's called beacon because the old commercial name was beacon. Now there are many different brands, but it's this type of funnel-shaped fertilizer spreader. Here we put the product. If it were powder, 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 its application would be challenging, but with granules it works well. And here is a small technique employed by farmers that you may already be acquainted with. Normally this tube is where the product comes out and gets distributed. It's a longer tube, and when we cut it in half, what we do is instead of distributing it throughout the area, it only sprays on both sides, which is what we want to do here. Just spray on the planting line. You will now observe how it works. Consequently, by cutting this tube in half, instead of dispersing this product across the entire crop area, we only distribute it on both sides, where the tree trunks are located. Now you will see. What we do is we have two tubes, one cut to throw only to the sides, and another one whole to throw over the entire terrain, because we also did sowings or whatever. This is the approach we take in order to effectively cover the desired area. And this works for vineyards at 2 meters and for olive trees at 7. The thing is, if we want to go through the middle and throw at 7 meters in 7-meter rows, we give it more gas, more revolutions, this spins faster and throws farther. Now you will see how it works, but it has no mystery. We are applying, because it is a 7x7 plantation, what we do is stop the machine between each tree to concentrate the product more precisely around the roots of the trees. This method allows us to ensure optimal distribution and maximize the effectiveness of our application process, resulting in healthier and more productive trees. When we work in a more intensive inline plantation, we never cease our efforts or take any breaks. And take note of the fact that the effect of halving the fertilizer spreader tube is such that it causes no product to be dispersed in between the rows, and instead all of it is applied in close proximity to the roots, ensuring maximum efficiency and effectiveness of the fertilizer application process. We could have done two things. We could have applied it to the entire soil, enhancing all the soil, but considering it is not an inexpensive product in this granulated format, we have preferred to concentrate it near the tree's roots and not in the middle of the row. In yet another year, we have the opportunity to approach it in a different manner. And indeed, we are currently implementing this technique at a distance of approximately 1 meter from the main trunk, in the surrounding vicinity of this specific location nearby. Furthermore, in this plantation, we have buried irrigation about 1 meter and something from the trunk. Therefore, we are pulling, applying, where initially there are more roots that already interest us. In a super-intensive system, we have the advantage of getting closer to the trees, since the tree canopy is not as large in comparison to other systems with more extensive canopies. In the vineyard as well, we are going to apply this product to the area where we think there are more roots. Depending on the irrigation system, if present, there will be a higher density of roots in one specific area or another. But our ultimate goal is to enhance the soil quality, the cation exchange capacity, the moisture storage capacity, and the ability to accommodate a greater diversity of microbiology in the vicinity of the root zone, thereby promoting a more favorable and productive environment for plant growth and development. As mentioned, when we carry out this extremely intensive planting, which would be the exact same scenario as with apples and vineyards, what we will do is an application process. Here we have an above-ground irrigation system, so the strongest root zone is almost at the planting line, where the irrigation is located. Hence, we will create an application passing through this area in the center, nearby, very near to the planting line, where the majority of the roots are located, in order to enhance the soil quality. And I insist, perhaps in the upcoming year, we will carry out a full application across the entire plot. But for the current year, our objective is to provide a boost to the roots and ensure that these trees have an increased amount of food available to them for nourishment and sustenance. Hence, Leonardite, an exceptional product, a natural product permitted in organic agriculture, which enhances soil fertility, serves as a reminder that it is our ultimate and foremost goal.